Yesterday I explained about canonical tags. These are basically duplicate links which tell the SEO, search engine optimizer, which are Google, DuckDuckGo and all. And it tells that the original website is this, so redirect it from your traffic to this URL. Okay, so this is the lab. This lab reflects user input in a canonical link tag and escapes annual bracket. To solve this lab, perform a cross-site scripting attack on the home page that injects, okay, it is, it is saying that the user input is reflected in the canonical link tag. We have to just find out, okay. So here we can input our data. See, canonical links are basically inside the head tag. Link rel means canonical, and our data should be going here. We have to find an entry point where we enter our data and it is sent into the canonical link tag. Okay. As we can see, our data is not going. This is outside the any tag, p tag, so here we can't inject any data. We have to find the data which we are entering is going inside a tag. We have to find a point where our data, our entered data is going inside a tag. And here only one thing, one place where our data, entered data is going, this is href. Okay, we try something fast maybe like this. Let's try it. Okay, it has a front-end security that we should specify this. You can see it over. So there we can find an entry point where our data is going inside the canonical link tag, inside the head tag. Can anybody guess it? We have to find an entry point where our entered data is going inside this. Where we can try. We have tried in the view post page, and it is not working here. So can we try in the URL? Let's try in URL. check that our data. Okay, as you can see, our entered data is going inside the canonical link tag. Okay, we just try to enter any gibberish data inside the URL and it got reflected. Okay, here. Now anybody can tell what payload we should try. Let's see. As you can see, our entered data is being treated as a string, but we want to it to behave like an attribute. An attribute is in blue color, as you can see, and the strings are in green color. If we will be in the string, we can't exploit it. So we have to escape the string somehow and create our own tag and exploit it. If we try double what we can try is okay. As we can see, our double quote is being encoded, URL encoded, but our single quote is not being encoded. As you can see, our entered data is now become an attribute like these. If I try double quote, as you can see, it will get encoded. Percentage 22. Okay. So now we get this. We have to try with our single quote. Okay. Now how to give in space and here it is automatically adding in simple code. If we try it, okay, this is working correctly. Now what to do? Now what to do? Can anybody tell? There is a tag named access key. Here you will use an access key which tells the browser to use a shortcut. See, here in the description it is given that to assist your exploit, you can assume that the simulated user, which is the bot, will press the following key combinations. Okay, so there is an attribute access key which helps us to create a shortcut using the keys. Okay, now if we try this, is it working? Yes, it is working. Now, if we write simple access key, it won't work. Can anybody tell? Because it requires user interaction, and if the user interaction is required, then the vulnerability will become a low severity. So what we can add? We have used that in the past labs. Can anybody recall that? If we have to eliminate the user interaction, what attribute we can use? Can anybody tell? We have used that in past. No worries, I will tell. We can use on focus. On focus, we can use on focus, which is on focus, and we can give our payload alert 1. We will not end this single quote as it is automatically adding a single quote by itself. Some logic is written that add the single quote at the end. So we won't add this, and we will try this payload. Will it work or not? We don't see the question mark. Just right on focus. Let's try. Why it is not working? Should we refresh? Let's check this first. Why it is not working? As you can see, our payload is executed correctly, but it's not executed. We have written the payload correctly. Question mark and single quote. This URL gets ended, and we introduce a new tag X. If the user presses X, it gets on focus and pop-ups alert 1. But why it is not working? We are wrong. Let's see. Okay, I'm giving a space. Might be an issue. Okay. Again, it is not working. It is not improving also. Why it is not working? Access X on focus. Yeah, logic is correct and payload is also correct. Why it is not working? Is it including? It is creating with all the attribute things is there. What is they do this right it's can anybody suggest what we are doing? Okay, instead of on focus, on click, on click. Let's try this. Okay, nice one. So, what we were doing, we were using a wrong attribute on focus, but it is not coming in focus. The user is clicking on the link like so. If we do this, if we click this, it is calling the canonical link which is specified by us. Okay, and on focus won't work here because we are clicking on this and redirecting to the main site. So this won't work. On click means if we click this, it will execute our payload. Okay, very good. Nice one. Did you guys understand? Reflected cross-site scripting vulnerability in the search query tracking functionality. The reflection occurs inside our JavaScript string using single quote and backslash escape. Resolve this lab. Okay, we have to inject all the alert function. Okay, let's try our as you can see, my input is lab string search from hello. Okay, as you can see, our entered data is already going inside a script tag. So what we can do, what we have to do is to escape from this string, as our enter data is going inside a string, si- single quotes. Okay, so we have to escape this and end the line and introduce our alert function. Okay, we are we are already in the script tag, so we have to just escape the string. Let's try giving this. No, it won't work because it is escaping this. Let's try. Adding another their normal escaping won't work. What we can do is it is escaping every character. If you are adding double quote, it is escaping double quote. Okay, double quotes are not there. We have to escape this, so we have to use the single quote. So how we can do this? In detail, okay, let me try. Okay, as you can see, the lab is solved. How it is solved? I will explain this. As we were trying to escape the single quote, what it was doing, it was escaping our characters. If we entered single quote, it was escaping it by adding a backslash in front of it. So what we can try here, we tried single quote, double single quote, we tried to add backslash also, but it won't work. So we did, we noticed that we are in a script tag. Okay, I just thought that can we exit this script tag and introduce another script tag. So why this failure? Because this script tag will end this script tag and we will introduce our new script tag. This will go. As you can see, we script tag and our new script tag works and rest everything is fine. Okay, did you all get it? It was an easy one. Please type yes or no, or should I repeat? Should we move ahead? Please be interactive. At least say yes or no. Only two, three students are participating. What about others? Okay, let's move ahead. This is like same lab only. Here reflected accesses we have to find into a JavaScript string with angle brackets and double quotes HTML encoded and single quote escape. Okay, it specifies everything like double angle brackets are blocked, double quotes are encoded, HTML encoded, and single quote also escape. This lab contains a reflected cross-site scripting vulnerability in a search query where angle brackets and double are HTML encoded and single quotes are escaped. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's try from here. See how it is working. As you can see, it is going in the string only. Let's try it as this. Let's see. Okay, it's blocking. Let's introduce that. Okay, as you can see, if we try to escape and enter a single code, it will work. As you can see, now the yellow part is not highlighted or in orange color. So we have escaped this successfully. Now we will end this by using our semicolon and using the alert function to let's try this. Will it work or not? Rest everything fine. As you can see, it was a pretty simple lab. I will explain again what we did. We entered our normal data to see the behavior of the website, and we saw that our entered data is going into a string. Okay, so we tried to enter a enter with a single code to see the behavior, and we see that it is escaping our single code. So we entered a backslash. In the past lab, I have told you. In the past labs, I have told you that if we have to introduce a script, a string inside, I have to add another single quote. So if we, if I try to add here, then the machine will think that this string is from here to here, and this is some random thing, and this string started but never ended. So we can use backslash so that it tells that this string starts here and ends here. Okay. So to escape this, we can use double slash. Okay. If the browser is escaping this like this, if we enter this, it will escape this. So to bypass this, we can use double backslash, sorry, single backslash. So what would it will think that this ends here only, and this is something like, and this is the string. Okay, so I crafted a payload that you can write, and this string, and this string here, okay, by adding a backslash and a single quote, and then we write a semicolon so that this var tag gets exited. Then we simply entered our alert function, because as we can see we are inside the script tag only. So we won't have to write that again script tag or escape this script tag, because we are inside a script tag only, and we have read the description that the angle brackets and double brackets are encoded, so it won't work. So we just entered our, and at the end we commented the everything rest, so that error would occur.